Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pretty Girl Confessions. I'm your host, your pretty girl, and today we're confessing how to become your dream self, you have to sacrifice everything you once were. Let's get into it. So, I know a lot of people are talking about it's now January 2026, and so now it's time to finally become your dream self. Well, in case you didn't know, becoming your dream self means literally erasing and forgetting everything that you once were and completely scrubbing the entire board, wiping the board clean and starting fresh. This means that you are going to have to sacrifice your old self, your old identity, your old environment, habits, and even old people. You really have to understand that whenever you become your dream self, this means that you are now going to operate at a different frequency. And whenever you operate at a different frequency, this means that old things are going to have to be cut. Okay? You cannot become this new self, this new person, operating at a higher frequency when you have all the low vibrational frequency BS around you. You can't have the people that are low vibrational frequency around you. And part of why you can't have them around you isn't just because them being around you doesn't support you being high frequency. It's the fact that they will quite literally halt any progress, any shift in vibrational frequency. They will be your downfall if you do not cut them. And it can be hard to recognize who these people are because to the unsuspecting person, you may think, well, this is my friend. She's been my friend since childhood, since second grade. She loves me. She wants the best for me. But you could actually be with a snake for so long before you even know you're in its den. And I'm speaking from personal experience here because I quite literally had a very, very close friend that's known me since childhood over a 12-year friendship where I did not realize I was best friends with the worst type of person you could ever be friends with, which is someone that would rather rip your wings off to prevent you from leveling up than just let you go. Because there's two options whenever you are friends with someone that cannot be in the same place you're going. You either just grow apart and accept that right now you guys aren't in the same place and you guys can't operate together, or they do everything in their power to sabotage you and keep you stuck because they cannot stand to see you fly way above where they are. They can't stand to see you at 30,000 feet when they're only at 20,000. And these people will do everything in their power to make you quite literally unravel everything. They will cost you every single dream, desire, hope, everything that you've ever wanted because they will convince you that you are nothing close to who you think you are. Because I'm guessing that if you're listening to this video right now, that means you're a pretty girl. That means you get it. You understand things. You're a smart girl. You understand that everything has a frequency, and in order to move forward and to become a better version, you have to start operating at a higher frequency. But there are certain people in this world that they would rather sabotage others than better themselves to get ahead or to feel comfortable in their own skin. And it's not necessarily that they are extremely uncomfortable all the time. It's just the fact that you being around them, you leveling up at a higher frequency, being around them, it makes them deeply insecure being next to you. You are highlighting every single thing they don't have. You are showcasing to them every single fear that they have of doing. So, their fear of social media, you're already posting on social media. They will criticize you for that because they are scared of what others are going to think of them. So, instead of getting over their own fear, they would rather pull you down and rain on your parade. And the more and more you listen to people that are telling you not to pursue your dreams, that what you're doing is stupid, that your ideas are dumb, that you're delusional, the closer they get to winning. And what they just want to win is the satisfaction of knowing that you did not become better than them. And when I say better than them, I'm not saying like, oh, you're better than them or someone's lesser than. I mean, in the sense of they don't want to see you at a higher vibrational frequency. They don't want to feel like you're doing better than them. They don't want to feel like you're doing that. So they'd rather just strip your wings like a butterfly and just watch you fall on the floor and crawl around till the ants get you. And these people you have to watch out for extremely, because these people could quite literally be in your backyard. They could be in bed with you. They could be your significant other. They could even be family. And the way I found out was because I was where I thought I was in the best part of my life, the best chapter yet, where I was thriving in every aspect. Physically, I was working at the gym all the time. I was eating great. I was hitting all my stuff with my business. I was posting consistently on some other stuff and projects I have. And I was hitting all my benchmarks, all my goals. And then what happens is I get a very abnormal series of events from what I thought was my closest friend, and it's all of these accusations of how I'm such a horrible person. And then my current boyfriend at the time, that's my ex, he was agreeing with everything. So it was actually, I learned that they all discussed how horrible they thought I was, and then decided to attack me at once with their harmful words and everything like that. And I, because I was so naive and wanting to believe that if someone truly loved me and cared about me, they they wouldn't be there. I wanted to believe that there wasn't gaslighting. I wanted to believe that they loved me wholeheartedly. That was my naive first thought. Secondly, I thought there's no way my best friend and my boyfriend could both think the same thing about me and it be wrong. That was my second thing. I didn't realize they were conspiring against me. Um, what happened was I fed into what they were telling me, and then I got out. I listened to my family, thank God for that. And then my sister brought me back to planet Earth and reminded me who the fuck I am. She reminded me who I am and why the fuck am I listening to these people that have never done an ounce of anything great compared to what I have done. I know that might sound bitchy or like superficial or like, ooh, I'm better than you. But it's my sister, so, and she was reminding me of who I am. She was like, you are not this selfish person. What about all the times that you bent over backwards for these people? What about all the times that you would take off work, multiple days of work, just to help them with any little thing? What about all the times that you would go out of your way, do special things to make events in their lives that were big deals, big for them? Like graduations or birthdays or anniversaries. What about all those times? And I was like, oh my God, holy shit, you're right. I am this good fucking person. And all of this shit they're saying has to be projection, because I wanted to take the high road and assume, no, I don't want to go with the same, like, oh, that's such a cheesy, like, that's, everyone's gonna say that's a cliche. Oh, they're jealous. They're jealous. Everyone can say that's an easy answer. But no, quite literally, it's an easy answer and it's a cliche, because usually, if you're a pretty girl and you are leveling up and you are hitting and succeeding and going after your dreams and your passions, and your friends or your boyfriend or anyone in your life that's supposed to be close to you has an issue with you, they have a serious fucking issue with you. They think that you're this horrible, mean, bitchy, awful person that's from the gates of hell. It's not a cliche anymore to say that they're just jealous. It's really not. They're jealous, they're insecure, and they are these little leeches that will try to drain all your dreams and hopes and spark from your soul and your body. And I know that sounds like a lot, but that's what it is. Because there's people in this world that will either go after what they want to do and actually succeed in doing it, or they will just tear you down so they feel better about themselves and don't have to cry themselves to sleep every single night. So, for you to bend over backwards, completely change yourself to what anyone else thinks is better, is literally stupid. Like, it's like you have to have a lobotomy to believe that. And it's quite literally what a narcissist would want for you. So I know this has become more of a, hey, if your friends are saying this, that means they actually are insecure and they're trying to destiny swap with you. But quite literally, becoming your dream self, it's not all peaches and cream and sunshine and rainbows every single day. It's a lot of ugly in the beginning because you need to strip away everything that was your old self. So look at things like, I know the big things are like the people you're around, but also like your wardrobe. You need to strip out all the things that literally aren't you. Why do you have a top you used to wear when you were 15 that you didn't even really like for more than 2 weeks, still in your closet, and now you're 25? You don't even like that shirt. It doesn't fit how it should fit your body. Like, it fits how it's supposed to fit a 15-year-old. Get rid of it. Why do you have it? Why do you still have earrings that your friend made you that you're not even friends with anymore hanging up on your jewelry box or whatever? Get rid of it. You need to get rid of all this old stagnant energy, because the thing is, people don't realize about stagnant energy is, if you've ever been to a lake or, I don't know, any bodies of water, where the stagnant energy is, that's the really gross part of the body of water. That's where, like, none of the fish want to be, none of the things want to be, because it's gross and it gets muggy and it gets stinky and nasty. And that's what things are doing in your environment that are stagnant, that no longer serve you anymore. So all these things that you have in your closet that are these old memories of this and that aren't positive, that aren't good for you, that don't align with who you are. I'm not saying throw out everything. I still have awards from whenever I did sports in high school and college. I still have my awards because that is something that I can still reflect on and be like, oh, that was great. I did that. That's an accomplishment. But I don't have old things from old people I don't even fucking like. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, yeah, here, look, this picture, this horrible person made of me years ago when we were still friends before she stabbed me on the back and then talked shit. It, come on, that's not a good story. So you need to get rid of everything that holds a stagnant energy. And this could even be like your hair. I'm not saying cut your hair, buzz your hair. I'm not saying that, girl. All I'm saying is get a little, like, get a full refresh. Refresh your closet, maybe refresh your hair. Go to the hairdresser, have them give you a trim, maybe try out layers, maybe try out little curtain bangs, maybe try out some lowlights or highlights, but do something to where you feel like you're actually doing an actionable step physically to step into your dream self. One of the things that I've been doing has been just clearing out my closet every single time I do laundry. Literally, I do laundry and I find more and more things. I'm like, I never wear this. I don't even like this. Don't remember why I got it. And I get rid of it. And it's not anywhere near perfect now. But the point is, I am getting closer and closer to having my dream wardrobe by getting rid of stuff that does not belong there. Because I still see things in my wardrobe that is not who the dream Pretty Girl Confessions is. Okay? My higher self, the higher version of Pretty Girl Confessions, doesn't wear some of those clothes. So I get rid of them, because the more I get rid of things that do not align with my higher self, the closer I am to becoming my higher self. And this comes to everything. I think just doing a full purge of things that do not belong in your life anymore is how you step into it. Because you don't want these old reminders. If your old self used to smoke or vape or whatever, you don't want to have reminders in your new self, your higher self's life, that you were a smoker. Get rid of the rolling papers, get rid of the old vapes that you just have in a drawer tucked away. Why do you even have those? They're dead, they're burnt, just throw them away. I'm saying this because I know what it's like, girl. Get rid of all the old hair products that literally never worked and never will because they're not meant for your hair type, and just give them to a family member or a friend or something. Do everything you can to get rid of your old self that never served you and step into your new self. This does not mean forgetting your past and leaving family behind and all this stuff. All this means is getting rid of and detaching from things that represent who you were as your old self, so that you can get to who you are becoming as your new self. And the biggest thing here is just the people you surround yourself with and the environments you're in and your habits. Okay, you need to fully embody what it means to be your higher self. Is your higher self a gym girl? Then you need to align with going to the gym. You need to align with working out and fitness and health, because that's who you are now. Stop doing things that your old self would do. Stop falling into the routines and habits of your old self. Scrap everything. Make a whole new layout. Change the layout of your room. You need to have physical changes so you acknowledge that you're no longer this old person with this old story in your head. But truly, becoming your dream self will cost you every single thing you once were. Okay? It's going to cost you relationships, it's going to cost you clothes, it's going to cost you a lot of things, but it will be worth it. Okay? If I would have told myself where I would be, like if I would have told myself last year this time where I would be today, I would not believe it for a second. I would think it's completely made up and all a lie because of how much I had to sacrifice. But I can tell you right now, I would not change a single thing about it. It was painful, it was hard, but I can tell you this, it was worth it, because I am so much stronger, I am so much better, and I'm actually aligned with myself. I actually, for the first time, feel like I really do know who I am. And all of it's because I was stepping into my higher self. I was ripped down from the heavens, and then I found myself again. Because truly, whenever you are coming into a new higher frequency, becoming your dream self, even whenever people try to put you down, they can't, because that type of shift, when you're truly shifting into a higher frequency, when you're truly vibrating at a higher frequency, people can't hold you down. They really can't. And they can try all they might. They can delay you quite a bit, but they cannot hold you down if you are truly shifting. And I think the biggest shift that happens is whenever you start looking inward and you really start trusting yourself. You start being able to be in control of what you're thinking and how you operate. I remember I used to be someone that would just let my thoughts run wild and go free, and I would have all these thoughts, and a lot of them were negative. And then I discovered I didn't really understand what manifestation or what meditating was. I didn't understand either one fully. And then I started getting more into it. And me getting into it over the past year completely changed my life, because I have manifested myself to a point that I am in love with. Like, it's insane. I have such a good relationship with myself to where that allowed me to shift, that allowed me to be able to detach from people I put on pedestals and valued greatly. I allowed myself to shift from needing the support and validation of others that I thought were valuable in my life, because of how much I've loved and valued myself. And that came from meditation and manifestation. And if you want to learn more about manifestation, please watch Sammy Engram. Shout out to her. Such an amazing girl. Literally stunning, show-stopping, taught me so much. My life has not been the same since listening to her and finding her. But I learned how to control my thoughts because of meditation and focused affirming, and that will change your life. Understanding how to actually control your thoughts and having the ability to control your thoughts will change your life. And I think that's one of the biggest starts for operating at a higher vibration. That's the biggest start for becoming your dream self, is if you think it, you become it. So why not think that you're already her? Why not think you already made it? What's the harm in that? Is someone just going to call you delusional and tell you you're self-centered and crazy? They might, but at the end of the day, why the hell are you listening to them? They're not you, so they don't matter. And yeah, that might sound really bitchy and self-centered, but honestly, anyone could go any day now. We could all vanish tomorrow. So why are you going to spend any of your precious seconds on this planet in a position where you are pleasing other people and hoping they don't think that you're delusional or crazy? No, the people that actually are meant for you and operate at your vibrational frequency, they will find you. Trust me. And it will be very mysterious how they come into your life, but it will not be by mistake. It will not be by mistake. So become your dream self, step into her, operate as her. Be very wary of who you let into your circle, because these girls out here, these men too, they will do anything to keep you from leveling up because they are not ready to yet. And it pains them to see you accomplishing all your goals, your hopes, and your dreams without them. So I hope you all liked this episode of the Pretty Girl Confessions. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about in the next video, and I will talk to you later. Stay pretty, stay hot, and protect your energy. Love you guys. Bye.